Hey, what's up guys? John here with Maniacs Garage, and I'm back in the shop today working on the 49 Ford body swap BMW. Check it out. This is a BMW 335i with an N54. We're running a 62 millimeter Garrett Motion G30-900. I'm pretty sure it's a 62 millimeter. You guys can comment below if maybe that's wrong. But in any case, 49 body. It's a Ford Shoebox. So we've been driving it on the street now. It's actually running pretty good. We're getting ready to start tuning a little bit more. But I need to get my headlights, taillights situated. So Jim and Ryan did get it temporarily working right before we went to SEMA last year in November. They got the low beams to work, the taillights to work, and the brake lights to work. And that was pretty good because that kind of got us around a little bit. But I'm really annoyed not having turn signals, you know, because it's already kind of hard to drive this thing. I'm a little worried about the wheels sticking out so far, and there are times I really want my turn signals on so that I can make my turns and not worry about other things, people, you know, rear-ending me for whatever reason. Anyway, so I'm gonna work on that today. Hopefully it's gonna go good. Let's get going. All right, before I dive in too much, I gotta explain something to you guys. So BMW, that's underneath all of this, and all the wiring and everything is all BMW. So the BMW is a Euro. It has amber turn signals, which means separate turn signal bulb, separate brake light bulb, and then of course the tail light bulb. The 49 Ford American has tail light bulb, and then the brake light bulb doubles as the turn signal bulb. And so that's a bit of a conundrum because you can't just wire the positive from the BMW's turn signal wire into the BMW's positive brake light wire because they're gonna backfeed and it's not gonna work right. So, and maybe it's gonna create some other problems as well. I'm sure it would. I was thinking, how can someone with kind of limited knowledge and ability and budget figure this out? I thought to myself, well, I used to have a Nissan Xterra that had a separate turn signal like that, and I had to tow a trailer that had the American style, you know, brake light, turn signal all in one. And they sell a little module out there that does the conversion for you. So I thought, well, shoot, I'm just gonna buy that module. I'm gonna permanently install it in the trunk of this thing, and I'm gonna make it work. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do here. In fact, I already kind of got started, so check it out. This is the brake light on, and it's really nice, by the way. That's an LED upgraded 49 Ford taillight that we actually had slightly tinted. You can't see it right now with the light on, which is a nice testament that it still works really well even though it's tinted. And we have it gloss painted on this because it was a plastic bezel. We couldn't powder coat that, but in any case, to kind of go with all our gloss black accents. So I do have signals working on here, and this is what's making it possible. This little module right here is supposed to be for a trailer, and what it does is it has a ground, it has a full-time 12-volt power going into it, and then you have the separate turn signal left, turn signal right, and you have a brake, and you have your tail. I'm not fully wired up yet, I'm still just kind of playing with it, but that's what's gonna end up happening. So it ends up doing the conversion inside here. So this signal here, theoretically, should also work like as my brake light. So what that means is when I go shut this signal lever off in here, which is still all BMW right here, this is all BMW column. So if I turn this off, like that, I do have this little prop here for my brakes so I can see my brake lights working. So brake light's still working here, and well crap, brake light's not working over here. Oh no, it's not gonna work yet because I don't have it tapped in from the BMW's harness. This is the temporary setup that Jim and Ryan did here, so I'm gonna get rid of these clips, but I gotta tap into this first. All right, well, I'm gonna just get going. I'm gonna get you guys on a time lapse here for a minute. Okay, let me see. I think I made some progress. All right. See, running lights. Okay, we got one on. That's good because this one's still getting connected right now. I just gotta figure out which one it is. Yellow is turn signal and brake. Brown is tail. All right, so let's see which one is the dimmer one. Clearly this is the dimmer one. Okay, so let's go ahead and use my cool little, check this out. This is so sweet. These solder seal connections, picked them up on Amazon, not really terribly expensive. Different sizes. You can use a heat gun, or I'm using this little torch style lighter. It's really cool. You just slide it right over your wire, proper gauge one of course. Slide your other wire into it. Now you're ready to solder it together. Seals it from water as well. Gotta wait for a second to cool, so you don't pull the wire out before it sets. I'm gonna move on to the next one. All right, so we got tail lights. Hit the brake. That's brake. Now let's hit signal. Left. Uh-oh, we got no signal on the left. We got signal on the right. We got brake light on the left. Okay, weird. Oh, I think I know why. I still have to get that ran right here, this yellow. I gotta run all the way across to the driver's side. It needs to pick up the signal coming out of this plug from the car. I do have yellow wire, so I'm gonna have to do an extendo here. So I have to extend this wire to go across to the driver's side so that it can pick up the signal, convert it, send it back to that tail light there. So here's my wire. I'm gonna strip it back about a ½ an inch, maybe a little less, 3/8. Same thing with this one. Push it in halfway so you can see the stripped area of the wire right in the middle where the solder is.
Everybody pass right this way. Everybody pass right this way.
So this is a test light. Okay, first try, not the right one. Second try, not the right one. Third try, hey, look at that. Third try's the charm. Perfect. And I don't know if you can see, but that signal is already working. Here we go, final testing. I think everything should work. So first, I'm gonna test running lights. Boom, all right. We got running lights, both sides, perfect. We're gonna check brakes. Yep, I see the reflection in the 62 grill. I got brakes on both sides. Signal left. You betcha. Signal right. Oh yeah. And now try signals with the brakes on. Left signal. Oh yeah. Right signal. Oh yeah, and there we go. No more jokes about the BMW signaling. I don't know if you guys know, but there's apparently a stereotype out there that BMW drivers don't use their signals. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I've had a few BMWs. I always use my signal. But just like Mustang drivers, there's a BMW driver thing out there. So this BMW is gonna have working signals and I am gonna use them. And then I gotta keep working on this because I wanna still figure out how to get the front signals working and the high beams working in the front. Check out this setup. Cheap little LED light. Don't even know what it's for, just they have it shown in a grill of a truck. Anyway, I picked this up over at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Two of them, super bright white LEDs. These screw in. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna put them right there. I think it's gonna look really cool. Very clean and inconspicuous, but these will be my backup lights.
Everybody pass right this way.
Okay, now to wire them up. Gotta figure out which one is the reverse light on this thing.
Everybody pass right this way.
All right, so we should technically have reverse lights now. Well, what do we got, guys? 'Cause I can't see it yet. Yeah, we got reverse lights. Oh, I like it. That is so cool. That is so cool. We got brake lights. We got signal. It looks so good. We got running lights. Well, here we are, day 3 of wiring up lights on this. What is this thing, dude? 49 Ford body swap BMW.
Yeah.
Day 3 means it's like 4 weeks because it's Saturdays only and we've skipped the Saturday or 2. So anyway, we're gonna keep going on this thing right now. We're kind of down to just figuring out the front running lights and what we've learned in the process, and you guys can leave this in the comment if you guys are smarter than we are, which is probably highly likely.
Yeah.
BMW and probably a lot of the newer cars out there, I don't even know if it's going to just be BMW, but there is no more such thing as a 12-volt positive for your headlight, low beam, high beam, turn signal, running light, daytime running light, all that jazz, okay? So there are some of those are getting a 12-volt, but most of them are not. And so we're going off of the fact that there's this thing called CAN bus, which is a system that I probably should look up and see what that stands for. But it's basically data. It's sending a data signal through the wires, and that's how a lot of things are controlled on this car, and I would imagine many other newer cars. We were having the hardest time trying to figure out how to hook up these running lights. So that's like the parking lights and the halos, and to keep them, you know, in their proper order. And so what we finally had to do after, again, searching is we had to run one wire all the way through the car back to the taillight, because we do have a solid 12-volt taillight signal, but nothing else. So again, you guys can comment, but we've searched the forums, BMW forums, and so we've done a lot of homework on this. So now we have that lead coming up. We do have the proper signal, turning it on. We are still using a relay just in case. We don't want to put too much load onto that tail light, because again, these cars are like smart, you know, so they know if a bulb is out or whatever. So we're still using a relay, just a generic relay, to transfer that load. That's like the last thing we got to do now to finish up all the wiring, all the headlight wiring on this car, right?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get it done here in this day.
Yes.
Which is the end of the video that started 3 or 4 weeks ago. And we really appreciate you. Let's take a minute here to just say thank you guys for, you know, helping us break 10,000 subscribers. Woo! And don't make them dance like that again. Actually, let's make them dance like that again at 100,000 subscribers.
There you
let's go. So thanks, guys. Make sure you guys share these videos with your friends. We are playing around with this 49 Ford that's body swapped on a BMW 335i. We do have a 62 Mercury Monterey here that's getting work done. We put disc brakes on the front. Looks really cool. Patina is awesome on this car. The interior is getting done right now. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be an original classic, kind of an emerald green. And let me give you guys a peek of what's in the back. We got this Volvo here. We never officially showed it to you guys. I've had it sitting here for a while. It's a 59 Volvo. It's super cool. Love the patina. Pretty rotted on the bottom, but the plan on this, I'm gonna let you guys know right now, it's gonna be to put it on a probably Jeep frame, because it's nice and short for that. Maybe on like some 33s or 35s, so lifted. I'm kind of thinking the Gambler 500 is what I'm thinking. So if you guys don't know what that is, go look it up, Gambler 500. That's what we think we wanna build this for.
I think that sounds like fun.
I think that sounds like fun. And then check this out. This is the newest addition to the bunch.
Yeah, this is the newest edition. So this is a 1956 Studebaker President. Giant 4-door car, red paint faded out into this perfect pink. My 14-year-old daughter found this car and fell in love with it. So she bought it with her own money. It definitely needs some TLC. Stay tuned.
We're gonna do something with it.
This will hopefully be the next project after the Mercury is done.
So we do have a lot of cool stuff going on, and we got the Tacoma. We've been doing a lot of fun stuff on that. Just got it geared and just towed 700 miles round trip to the river. About a 4,500 pound boat, and did really cool. We got a lot of cool stuff going on here. Well, let's keep going on this 49 Ford now. So while Ryan is wiring stuff on the front there, I got thinking, and still have the BMW fenders off of this car. Got these cool smoked side marker lights They're actually sequential LEDs, or go forward, I don't know. And I think I'm gonna put them on the 49. There's some talk about, well, it's gonna be too much, this and that and the other thing, but this car's already too much everything. So just putting the side markers on there, they're smoked just like all the rest of the lights on the car. It's gonna look really cool. Bring a little bit of that BMW into it. And it's actually an OEM BMW type side marker. Still have all the wiring there for it. So I'm gonna have to transfer this whole shape onto the fender of the 49 so I can pop this thing in there. All right, we got the pattern transferred on to the 49 fender. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill the corners first, and then I'm gonna see if I can get in with the cutting wheel. It's gotta be pretty precision so that side marker fits in here properly. Let's see. All right, side marker's mounted properly. So we'll take it out. Wiring is behind it.
Nice.
Cool. And making some ground over here. We got signal. Sweet. We got halos too, so. I don't have my cutting wheel here, Ryan. So what I'm doing is I'm just drilling a bunch of holes, taking it out, filing it straight.
It's a lot of holes.
Yeah, it's a lot of holes, but it's gotta make it somehow. When all else fails, figure something else out.
That's right. Ingenuity. Hazards are on.
Yep, hazards are on.
Hey, what's that smoking?
I don't know, you must be smoking something.
No.
Yeah, I think you're funny. Something's on fire. I hope not. Shoosh, man, we're fully legal on this thing. That is kind of crazy.
No muffler.
Doesn't have to be smogged here.
A 6-inch exhaust is probably pushing the limits of legality.
Oh, come on.
Just saying.
Come on, Ryan, why are you so mean?
Just saying.
I think it's perfectly legal. Well, man, we're almost ready to wrap this thing up.
Let's do a little test on the lights. See if they work.
All right, sweetness. Running lights.
Yep.
How's that?
Looks good.
Left signal.
Yep.
Right signal.
Yep.
Sweet.
And the headlights still work. Even better.
Low beam.
Yeah.
High beam.
Oh. Yeah.
Low beam.
Yes, sir.
Running lights. BMW light on.
BMW is lit.
All right, cool, man. Check out the back. Tail lights are working.
Yes, sir.
Brake lights are working.
Yep.
Left signal. I'm sorry, right signal. Sucker.
Yeah.
Left signel.
Yeah. And look at
Hazard.
that. Another lit BMW symbol. Nice. Hazards work. Got that guy too.
Reverse.
Oh, look at that.
How about that? How about that apple?
Nice.
All right, let's outro this baby.
Successful day.
You did it.
We did it.
All the lights are working the way that we want them. That was a really good win.
It's only taking us a year.
Taking us a year to get the headlights working. Yeah. Well, the headlights are working. You got that hooked up. All done. All wiring is done now. So we're super happy about that. I'm going to do an oil change on this thing because we haven't done it since we got the turbo on and everything. Hardly any miles on it, but hey, good idea to do an oil change because Monday, which is in 2 days, we're taking this thing to the dyno. We're going to be at Harrison's Performance in Tucson. And we're gonna see if we can at least start getting some tuning into this thing. Don't know what kind of power we're gonna put out yet. We're not hoping for anything massive yet. Stay tuned for that. All that good stuff by subscribing, thumbs upping, and sharing because that's how this channel is gonna grow. And while you're at it, go pick up some merch at maniacsgarage.com. That will help us out as well. Hope you guys are having fun as much as we're having fun. And if not, well,
Get out there and wrench.
get out there and work on something and have your own fun. With that, see you guys next week.
See ya.